from this and I come up, and you can pat it on, and it goes a long ways, as you can see. Oh, I like to come in the hollow of my cheeks and contour. And you don't want to go above your chin line, you want to keep it under it. And then pull down. Dark purple, actually, but it looks great on my brows. I have kind of the muted looking hair that is more of a ashy tone, so this is beautiful. I come up, see where my eyebrow starts? I come up, and then I go all the way to the arch right here to make it pointed, okay? So do the little angle and then up. Okay, so I've got this little slant going. I grab some more pigment on both sides of this little flat brush. Come here and then meet where I've touched that little point, and then come down for the little tail on my brow. And you can make it less pointed as well. And this works best when you have foundation on already, because it gives it a smoothness. Okay, and then this little gap here, you just kind of want to fill in with brush strokes. My eye water, so if you see water coming out, that's just how my eyes work. All right, and I like to go right under here, and that gets rid of any shadows, plus the little dark circles I have to hide those underbags. And then you can also hit right here under your brow to highlight it. I love doing that, see that? Usually use a shadow, but see how that really gives you a pop of your eyebrow? Beige. Probably the darker of the lightest things. And I'm going to take this and blend. And when you blend, you want to touch the darkest area and just spread your brush out. That way you have a variegation of your blending. This has a little bit of a pink tone as well. It's almost the weekend, so hopefully everyone gets to do something fun. We're getting close to October, so you better go get you a pumpkin this weekend. Okay, so I blended that. We have the light really showing, and you can perfect if you see any spots that are sticking out on your brows. All right, and then now I'm gonna grab this shade, which is a real pretty color here, and I'm gonna go right here where I have hooded eyes and kind of give some depth there. And then I'm going to take this lightest shade and go in the corner of my eye and right here on the front of the lid. If you have blue eyes and you accent with a burgundy or a tone that has a little bit of red in it, it brings out your blue eyes. So I touch the corner of my eyes and come upward to lift the eye. Right here, this line's going up. You can go as far up as you'd like and wisp it at the end. Here's the dark color I'm using. I'm shocked by how much I've used this palette. Now by doing this, the blue in my eye should pop. Not sure if you can see a difference. Pat, and then pull up. Pat, pull up. Pat, pull up. And that gives you the white directly under your eye to brighten it. I put that white crayon on my nose too. And then you just want to blend everything together. Okay, don't need much of this IT Cosmetic Concealer. It is powerful. Okay, and then I'm going to use my finger to blend that, okay? So I'm going to give a little bitty dot there, and then some on my nose because it is bright, some on this little part of your top of your lip, and then also on my lip to highlight that lip and actually make it look larger. But okay, and that's on my Amazon storefront as well. It's a beautiful tone with a little bit of pink, a little bit of brown. And they slide on so nice. And then you want to touch here with your fingers to spread that concealer out on the lip. Okay, and so now, after I've done the lipstick, which I love by NYX, Los Angeles again, with a little bit of IT highlighter right on the bottom lip. You can see the highlighter still on the top lip. Now I'm going to blend in my little nose spot and then come straight up. And then blend in this IT Cosmetics concealer over my scar and come down. It goes like 100 miles an hour. This concealer is one of the best. It has the most pigmentation, and look how it makes you glow. I just love it. I've asked it to sponsor me as well, but I need to try again now that I have more followers because I love their stuff. Okay, and I'm going to spread this out a little bit on the tip and then come down like this with 2 fresh fingers. Okay, and spread this out at the tip. And then I usually take a little concealer right here and right here. So we're going to pat this out. And we're going right under that eye where we had that white crayon. And then I'm going to go like this with the concealer to soften the line I had right under my waterline. Okay, so there's just little tricks like that will help you look more natural. HD powder. And you can see how it's melting into my skin. Lashes with Princess Lash. I like to start on the edge with a lot of the heaviness on the brush of the mascara, and then I wiggle downward to the root of the lash, and then I pull out to the side by your ear, like, or by your temple. In and then pull out, in, pull out. And then here you want to use the tip of your brush and go upward. And then we'll come back to that one. All right, so we got it loaded on the edge. We'll do the little lashes on the tips first, and then we're going to pull to the root and come out to the temple as far as the movement of the brush. And then here we're going to go upward with that tip. Then we'll come back here and go upward with the tip, building on the other that we'd put on earlier. And then load it again and get to the roots, pull up, 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 and then when you get closer to the middle where your pupil is, you pull straight up. And I usually don't do my bottom lashes. And so I'm going to get down to the roots and pull out. And then up, up, up. And then I'm going to do the full thing up. So I've got my makeup on. Thanks for watching.